The location of the workshop is a key ingredient to its success. Knowinnovation events are different from the usual academic or scientific workshop. They're highly interactive and immersive. We need a lot of room to move around and a lot of space to capture the output. In order to spark collaboration and innovative thinking, we have some special requirements for the venue. The main meeting room needs to be really big, bigger than you'd expect, like around 2,000 square feet or 185 square meters. There needs to be ample wall space, because that's where we'll post the output of each step as it's produced, and we produce a lot of output. We'll be careful to use painter's tape to make sure the walls aren't damaged. Occasionally we encounter a carpeted wall. Obviously this isn't ideal, but we'll use T-pins and work with it. But it's best to have a standard, flat, smooth, blank wall. The floors of the meeting room should be carpeted. A full day in a room of echoing discussions can be really fatiguing for people. Another thing about the wall space, while we need a lot of it, at the same time, it's good to have plenty of windows and natural lighting. The participants will be working intensively in the same building, in the same room, for several days, so having a view of the outside world is a good thing. It's also good to have green outdoor spaces that participants can access when they're working in breakout rooms. It keeps the energy and mood positive. Of course, we need the usual AV capabilities, projectors, microphones, and the technical support that goes along with that, and a fast internet connection. If people want to check the literature, they need to be able to get online easily. We always ask for round tables, big enough but not too big, just right for 6 to 8 people. This setup breaks the routine of a regular classroom environment and really inspires deeper discussion throughout the event. We'll bring along some table toys, slinkies, 3D puzzles, and modeling clay or Play-Doh, and we'll leave it on the tables. This helps participants deal with potential cognitive overload by giving them a way to expel some mental and physical energy. And all the tables will have piles of Post-it notes and Sharpie pens to capture ideas and questions throughout the workshop. Beyond the main meeting space, it's really useful to have a handful of breakout rooms nearby where the participant teams can go to work on their projects, and the mentor team can meet and debrief too. If no breakout rooms are available, it'll be important that the venue has a lot of room in the public spaces for groups to spread out. It can be very distracting for all the teams to work on their projects in the same room. For a multiple-day residential meeting, it makes a lot of sense that the participant lodging is located within the venue. This saves money on shuttle transportation between locations, and more importantly, saves time getting to and from the meeting room. Having access to a bar, cafe, or other public social spaces really helps participants to meet comfortably outside of the workshop to network, unwind, or work on their projects. Finally, but certainly not least important, refreshments throughout the day. Our workshops are intense, so having plenty of fresh drinking water is critical. Also good to have coffee and tea available all day long. Snacks, too, at reasonable intervals, a mix of healthy ones with lots of fruit, and a few indulgent ones too, a treat for the hardworking participants. As for meals, we prefer a buffet-style service. That way participants can get their food and get back to work quickly if they want to. You can see that we think a lot about how the environment will impact the participants. We really try to create a space that's different from a traditional meeting. So one final request is that we can have access to the meeting room the night before the workshop starts, so we can get everything set up in advance. Then, when the participants arrive the next day, they'll see and feel, just entering the room, that this is going to be a different kind of meeting. The venue sets the tone for the climate of the entire event and has a huge impact on the participants' capacity to collaborate together and work creatively.